everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're all set to bring you a terrific contest here as these two divisional rivals renew acquaintances for the first time this season. There's always a little something extra at stake when these teams face off. It's the Chiefs going up against the Broncos. So let's get you out to Denver for the call of our game. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that takes us from second to third down. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Gun. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A-gap. The gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control him inside.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Here we go, God!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
The slot man in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Macklin. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Back to throw here. Caught here by Conley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Turn up. Kill. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets it down to the 32. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Fresh set of downs here. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Denver right after this. They'll try and run with their fullback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on 1st down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal from the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll drop the throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Ozzie Newsome, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And tough starting field position here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
All right, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ringo.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. 54's Mike. Check.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And again this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And still fighting. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now McManus for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the... He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up and allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that 2nd level and block the line.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well, but if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side. That's caught by Macklin. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Come on, let's go!
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, good hurdle. And a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
To throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They're strong running. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Macklin. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Denver. And quickly, they get to the line. He's back to throw, and his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. That one goes for 24 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Second down now after the incompletion. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And Denver getting set to take the field. It looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
All right, here we go. Now, check, Patriot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Green, 39. Now, lucky 56.
Halfback sent in motion. On third down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this with the ball.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. They'll get 32 yards there, and it'll be good for a Denver first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No, check, Patriot.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
12 yards there as they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to roam now. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And now here comes Kansas City. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Now a first throw here in overtime. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on third down. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And now a first down following that long gain. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Thought he may have gotten away with one there, but the ref caught him, and it's holding. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. A great read, and it's picked off. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for the Broncos, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.